Former President Trump met with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney this week, bringing renewed attention to the long-standing tariff dispute between the two countries. The meeting, held in Washington, was closely watched by business leaders and policymakers on both sides of the border who hope for a breakthrough in the ongoing trade tensions. Despite optimistic talk and public statements suggesting progress, the negotiations ended without a concrete agreement. Tariffs on key goods like steel, aluminum, and dairy products remain firmly in place, continuing to impact industries and workers in both nations. Both leaders insist that meaningful progress was made behind closed doors, but for now, business owners and employees on both sides of the border are left in uncertainty, waiting for real relief from the financial strain these tariffs have caused. The economic stakes are higher than ever, with billions of dollars and countless jobs hanging in the balance. Yet, a true handshake deal remains just out of reach as negotiations stall and tensions linger. For now, North American trade is stuck in a state of limbo, with goods delayed at borders and supply chains disrupted, affecting everything from manufacturing to agriculture. As the world watches, only time will tell if these high-profile talks will finally lead to real action and lasting change for North American trade. In London, pro-Palestinian marches drew crowds and controversy, reigniting debate over free speech and public order. The government condemned the timing, citing community tensions, while protesters insisted on their right to speak out. Police are caught in the middle, balancing protest rights and hate crime investigations. The conflict in the Middle East continues to spark deep divisions far from its borders. Israel paused to remember the October 7th attacks, with nationwide ceremonies and moments of silence. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, peace talks for Gaza are intensifying, aiming to bridge divides over security and sovereignty. For Israelis, it's a day of grief and resolve. For Palestinians, a fragile hope for change. The outcome could reshape millions of lives. The world is watching. U.S. border crossings have dropped to a 50-year low, marking a moment that few could have predicted just a few years ago. The once chaotic scenes at many entry points have given way to a new sense of order, with fewer people attempting the dangerous journey north. This dramatic shift is widely credited to a combination of new policies, increased enforcement, and unprecedented international cooperation between the United States and its neighbors. Diplomatic efforts have played a crucial role in reshaping the border landscape. The administration touts this as a major turning point, highlighting the effectiveness of their approach and promising continued vigilance to maintain these gains. But critics remain skeptical, questioning whether these changes are sustainable in the long run, and warning that the situation could quickly reverse if underlying issues aren't addressed. Many also raise concerns about the humanitarian impacts of stricter enforcement, pointing to the challenges faced by migrants and the need for compassion alongside security. The border debate is shifting, from a focus on crisis management to difficult questions about what comes next, and how to balance security, opportunity, and human rights. Immigration policy is at a crossroads. The numbers are historic, and the decisions made now will shape the future for years to come. But the story isn't over. The southern border remains a place of hope, challenge, and constant change. In the UEFA Women's Champions League, Lyon stunned reigning champs Arsenal, led by Melchie Dumornay's brilliant performance. Arsenal's defense faltered, and Lyon seized the moment. For Lyon, it's a statement win. For Arsenal, a wake-up call after a string of losses. The pressure's on to regroup. The race for the title just got tougher. Rugby's governing bodies have banned players in the breakaway R360 League from international play, sparking fierce debate. The move aims to protect traditional rugby, but critics call it unfair to players seeking new opportunities. Top stars are now ineligible for major tournaments. The sport faces a crossroads, tradition versus change. Rugby's future hangs in the balance. Footballer Jordan Henderson opened up about his controversial move to Saudi Arabia, a decision that shocked many fans and pundits alike. His quick return to England raised even more eyebrows and sparked numerous debates. He faced significant backlash over human rights concerns, particularly regarding LGBTQ+ issues in Saudi Arabia. Henderson admits the experience was both challenging and eye-opening, forcing him to reflect deeply on his choices. Now he's focused on rebuilding his reputation on the pitch, determined to prove his commitment to the sport and his values. Henderson's story highlights the tough choices athletes face in a globalized, scrutinized world, where every decision is under the microscope. Sometimes, the biggest battles are off the field, where personal and professional lives intersect in complex ways.